You're telling me that Stiles is not on Scott's call list? Really? Even after Void has become the villain, he has shown up as the villain, you're gonna tell me that he never even thinks of calling or contacting Stiles? Because he's too busy? Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the Teen Wolf movie, specifically Stiles' part in the movie. So spoiler warnings, and let's get started. Void would know Scott's biggest weakness would be Stiles, but he never goes after him. He never sends his mention and go after him. From Japan to Beacon Hills, Void never thinks I could stop by and get the FBI agent Stiles and torture Scott. No, that never gets thought of. Lydia and Stiles are no longer together. And the reason for this is because Lydia saw a premonition of him dying, and she thinks, well, if I'm not in the car, then he doesn't die. Well, you're still without Stiles, and we've seen what that looks like. Season 6. Go check it out. She's a mess. So how do you write this movie without Dylan O'Brien, but you still get Stiles? Okay, so let's go back to those scenes where Stiles was heavily needed or mentioned, and how would we rewrite them? Now this one I'm going to take out of the fan fictions and the fan videos that I've seen of Lydia and Stiles, where there have been a few fan-made videos where Stiles and Lydia as grown-ups have a daughter named Allison. So, scared out of her mind, Lydia goes to her room and starts sketching. And at the end of it, she finds out that it's Argent, not Stilinski. So it's Allison Argent and not Stilinski, so she's relieved. And maybe we get a picture of what her daughter looks like. I don't know. It's her desk. She can have family photos, man. Like, come on now. Photoshop works wonders. And we have her text Stiles or call him. Let's say she calls him, because normally, I feel like you call your husband. You see her have a wedding ring. You have close up on that. You see her calling her husband. Then you instead say, I'm sorry, but the user that you are using has a full mailbox. Please try again later. She's like, okay, yeah, I guess he hasn't deleted his messages, whatever. So she texts him, hey, something's come up. I need to go back to Beacon Hills. Stiles messages back, do you need my help? And she goes, no, I think I got this covered. You go ahead and stay working and look after Allison. Love you guys, should be back soon. That's how you leave it. Stiles offered to help, is still with Lydia. Even better, they have a freaking daughter. Beautiful. Still gets his happily ever after. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Lydia then takes pictures of all of the scrambling that she did as a banshee. She's like, hey, but if you have time, can you look at this and help me solve it? He's like, yeah, I'll go ahead and work on it, tell you when I'm done. Again, it might be a minute, got a lot of cases. So, reminding people that he's a busy FBI agent, cannot be disturbed.
That's a serial arsonist. I need to call the FBI. Maybe you should be calling your son.
Let's rewrite that, actually. Let's not do that. Let's say Derek comes up and he goes, what does your son say about these fires? Stilinski goes ahead and goes, I've given him all the evidence that we've collected. He has seen all the places where these fires have started. He's still trying to connect the puzzle pieces and bring it all together, but at the same time, he also has a lot of fires of his own to burn out, if you want to keep that line. So it might take a while for him to evaluate this. It also shows that Stiles is very busy, so that's why he's not there. He has his own fires. He's trying to help remotely, which again, after these past 2 years, we understand what remotely works is doable. It's believable. It's our new norm. So, yes, he is being sent all the information. He is still looking into it, but he has other cases that he also needs to look into. So it's gonna take a minute, okay? Well, instead of that, Stiles is faxing over what he discovered about my Banshee message. He says he's actually been able to put it together, and I'm just waiting for the fax to finish. We see the fax finish, they put it on the table, and we see the Namata. Okay, so that's another part where Stiles is helped out. Again, never seen, never talks. We didn't need Dylan, but we still get Stiles, okay? He's still part of the story. Go ahead and hit a like if you're liking this video so far, and if you're interested in more movies breaking down either story plots, scene breakdowns, or VFX breakdowns, go ahead and subscribe for more videos like this. Then she texts Stiles, and she goes, "Did you ever find out anything about the fires?" And he's like, "Actually, yeah, the chemical analysis just came back, and it turns out it is a match for another fire that we know, the Hell House. In fact, this compilation has only been done by one person." Right? Okay, that's huge information that Lydia just got. And then she puts it together. She's like, "Oh my god, he's still alive. He didn't die. Oh my goodness, let's go back." And this is again where Stiles goes, "Do you need me to come in?" She's like, "No, I actually need you to stay as far away from this as possible. Stay close to Allison. I love you, and I'll be home soon." And the reason that Lydia would do this is because Void is Stiles' nightmare. It is his biggest villain in the world. He messed with his head so much that he was willing to risk a bite, nearly dying, over becoming as insane as his mom was. It is a lot of trauma for Stiles, and Lydia would know this, and she wouldn't do it. But he's still helping. He's still part of the pack. Okay? He's still part of it. Just not there. Okay? That's kind of the end of Stiles really helping and solve this thing. Now, what we can have, instead of the reason that Lydia does not wail, is because maybe she did wail one time and she broke a lot of glass and it hurt her little girl, Allison. And she got really hurt because she was an infant and didn't know how to handle a wail of a banshee. I feel like that would be a bigger reason not to wail. And so you're out of practice. And so you stop. Because I don't think she gets visions with or without a wail. Like that's happened in the TV series. She doesn't wail till like season 4. And before that she's been getting visions of dead people. So her wailing has nothing to do with that. It's just a weapon that banshees use to take on their enemies. So that's why she doesn't use it. It isn't because of Stiles, and I don't think Stiles would ever encourage her not to use her abilities. So then she does it. She does it to save Allison. And Jackson can be that friend that supports. I mean, he's still a good friend to Lydia. I get that. I'm not discouraging that at all. They can have their little moment. And then the story kind of plays out the same after that. Like, nothing else changes. The only thing that would change at the end is that when Stilinski gives the keys to Derek's son, Eli, he says, "Stiles wants you to have his Jeep." And then Stilinski can even do the comparison to Derek and the Jeep. And Stilinski mentioned something like, "Oh, and Stiles is actually headed back with Allison to be here for the funeral of Derek." And that's it. That's the last time Stiles is ever mentioned. What do you guys think? What version did you like? Did you like the way the movie played out? Did you like my version? Did you have another version? altogether, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know. And thank you guys as always. You guys are awesome. And see you guys next time. Bye.
Stiles?
A what?
Bad guy, right? I didn't misread that?